Hello, and welcome to the B.A.S.S, Big and Small Screens. Today, today I'd like to talk to you about the new Tennant specials from Doctor Who. Yes, the new ones. I believe they are called the Star Child. Yes, the Star Child, Wild Blue Yonder, and the Giggle. Now, I've seen all three of them over the past couple weeks. Here, I watched The Giggle just yesterday, and the other two as well, and I'm here to tell you they are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um, Tennant, as always, is in top form. Catherine Tate, as Donna Noble, is fantastic. I have missed her so much. Uh, as a companion, she was always one of my top three. So getting to see her again has been fantastic. Simply wonderful. Now, there is some interesting things being built up just in these three little episodes. Uh, Now, we're going to be going into spoiler territory because I want to talk about them. So, what do I think of them? Do I think you should watch them? If you enjoyed any of Tennant's run, I think you should watch them. If you've enjoyed Doctor Who from the old days into the new days and still are enjoying it, I think you should watch them. Have you only watched Tennant and didn't like Smith or Capaldi or Whitaker? I think you should watch them. Did you fall out and just haven't watched in a while? I think you should watch them. Um, am I getting the message across that I think you should watch them? Because I think you should watch them. They are quite interesting. Right, that's pretty good enough. Let's delve into spoilers, shall we? Okay. Now, the Star Child is a typical, a couple of different alien races are causing trouble, and Donna Noble is in the middle of it all. But also there is Rose Noble, Donna's daughter. And Donna's daughter, Rose, is played by a trans actress, and the character of Rose Noble is also trans, non binary, and that is fantastic. It's great. I love seeing that sort of representation, and I hope Rose Noble comes back. Maybe not. It's entirely possible. I got the feeling that Rose and Rose's family were kind of like not exactly being written out, but it felt like closure for Donna, I should say. It felt like closure for Donna at the end of these three specials. And I think we probably won't be seeing Donna anytime soon. I think that has run its course. Maybe Donna comes back for another special or a cameo or something later on down the line. You never know. But I think, in general, I think Donna Noble's story has come to a satisfactory conclusion because I didn't like the way they wrote her out in the previous when she was in it always felt a little abrupt to me, and this brings it back full circle because the reason that she got written out was because she had all kinds of like time lord knowledge in her brain and like kind of like regeneration energy or something, and it would burn her out because she was only human. So in order to save her, the doctor goes and like suppresses all those memories. And in the first episode, the first special, he has to unsuppress those memories. He needs to take them out of her, let her remember in order to save the world. So they do that, and she remembers. And because Donna had a daughter, uh, there was a whole explanation of like the meta crisis that ended up happening. Was the load, I guess you could say, the danger was split between two people, Donna and Rose. And because it was split between these two people, it's not as immediate of a threat, but it's still a threat that the Doctor wishes to, you know, take care of. We need to take care of that. To which Donna and Rose are just like, we've already got a solution. You couldn't think of that because you're a man, and that solution is literally to let the power go. And I think that is a wonderful notion and a way to make the Doctor not be perfect all the time. Like, I can absolutely see Tennant's Doctor not having thought of that solution simply because of being a man and being that he wanted his friend, his best friend Donna, to maintain all those memories and all this power. He didn't want to make her less, but in order to save her, he had to suppress those memories. He was still making her less in doing it. So like that was as a narrative conclusion, uh, was quite happy. I was very happy with it. And then the second one, Wild Blue Yonder, had the Doctor and Donna going on an accidental trip to a spaceship in at the edge of the universe and finding weird, creepy things that are taking their form, but having a problem regulating it because they're not used to existence. They're not used to a tangible form. Uh, so they always get things wrong, and it looks really creepy. But more to the point, it just feels creepy. That entire episode of Wild Blue Yonder was full of tension, and they managed to get out of it, but in doing so, the Doctor ends up setting the stage for the third episode. And I'm not going to spoil how, I'll keep that to myself. But the third episode, The Giggle, has Neil Patrick Harris in it, starring as the Toymaker, the Celestial Toymaker, who has come back. And oh, that is a wild episode. Not only because of Neil Patrick Harris chewing the scenery in a lot of places, doing an amazing job, but it reintroduces Kate Lethbridge Stewart. It reintroduces a unit character who is in a wheelchair, who was in the first of the specials. More representation, which I'm happy for. She comes back in this episode, and an older companion of the Doctor who ended up showing up, I believe, in possibly one of the episodes. I It may have been like a minor episode, like a short that they did. Uh, but another older companion of the Doctor has returned to Earth and is also working for UNIT, and she is there. So they get to be a bit of a reunion there with the Doctor and this character, as well as figuring out, what's going on. And they run into the Toymaker, and Neil Patrick Harris is menacing in that role, and I'm glad for it. He does a great job, and the entire explanation of the Toymaker being this immortal being that is part of the fundamental universe itself, but existing and able to manipulate the laws of play rather than physics, like actual play being a thing, is it adds such interesting dynamics to everything, and I'm here for it. There's also some setup that I noticed happening in there, mentioning of a the one who waits um, gets mentioned. The master gets mentioned, uh, having been defeated by the toy maker and sealed away in a gold tooth, which shows up after the toy maker gets defeated. There's a gold tooth left, and somebody picks up that gold tooth. And those are two big points that I noticed in that last episode, setting up, well, there's going to be a confrontation with the one who waits, and the master's going to be coming back in the future. Who's going to be playing the master? Don't know. We'll find out. Also, Shuti Gawa. I think that's how you pronounce their name. Shuti Gawa. They show up as the doctor. And big spoilers. Big spoilers. Uh, Instead of regenerating into Shuti, uh, they bi-generate it because of the toy maker's influence. So it's not only Tennant as the doctor, but Shuti as the doctor, both existing at the same time. There's two doctors now. And Shuti, his version, their version of the doctor, is, how to put this? Their version of the doctor is so compassionate and offering Tennant's doctor comfort. Literally, there's a scene where he hugs Tennant, like a warm embrace, kisses him on the forehead, and is like, I've got you. And it's like, oh my God, the compassion that Shuti was portraying in that situation. Just, I hope they continue that going forward with Shuti's doctor. That their version of the doctor is this compassionate man, but he also has this infectious energy, which I really quite enjoy. And the new TARDIS has a jukebox in it and is wheelchair accessible, which I am happy. Like, it's small things like that. Anyways, I have rambled on about this show, these specials, and I am looking forward to the Christmas special, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. And that's going to be fun. I don't know if I'll cover it here. We'll see. But that's going to be it for this episode of The B.A.S.S. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed listening to me ramble about the Doctor. As always, if you like what I'm doing, please give that like button a tap. Give the subscribe button a tap as well, if you haven't already, so you can be kept apprised of when I do new things. And leave a comment down in the comment section. What did you think about these specials, if you have seen them? I'd love to get in a conversation with some people. Otherwise, until next time, stay safe, do your self-care, hydrate, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.